Hello and welcome to Cutter Builds. We're back with another episode of Icarus, and today we are heading back over here to this cave that we went through earlier in hopes of cleaning it out. And it looks like in the process of that storm we were having that we've had a landslide. It's all closed off. How fascinating. I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, we're going to have to bust our way into this cave. I was hoping to finish pulling out the rest of the valuable metals that are in here. We've let our furnace run through a whole storm cycle while we were huddled down in our house there after the last episode. And we managed to finish smelting all of it and built a few additional workbenches and stuff. But I haven't done anything with them, haven't built any new tools or anything like that. I wanted to do all that in episode. And thought this was going to be a real quick jump into the cave and grab some ores and head back. But I'm wondering if this cave is now reset because the entrance is closed off. I don't know. I could make short work of this if I used our upgraded pickaxe, but we're still not at a point where I can repair that yet. So I don't want to waste the durability on that. However, I'm suddenly reminded there is a L slot here where we can put our torch and be able to still use our mining pick. Last episode, we really struggled through being able to throw the torch on the ground to see where we were doing. And apparently at some point, Icarus patched in a light slot. And this is just epic. This makes our life so much easier. And this is one of the things that I'm enjoying about coming back to a game like this, is that there's been a ton of quality of life improvements since we last played. Now, I am overweight, I assume, because I have about a million stone in my inventory here. Not that much, actually, but we have quite a bit of stone here. So we're going to make a couple of stone pallets. And I'm just going to stack them outside the door here. We may want this stone at some point. I don't know. As we get into building, it's always nice to hang on to some materials. I hope that ostrich thing doesn't come and attack us. I don't think it's friendly. I've definitely had a poor run-in with those in the past. There's a few pieces here that are keeping me from going in and out. There we go. So we're now into the cave. I don't see. There's the worms. Oh no! There's a bunch of them too. Oh, I didn't get out of the way. We'll try this again. Come on. Did it die? I can't tell. Yeah, it died. I got experience. There's two more. Come on. Where are you guys at? Alright, I think I got them. We're going to pick up this stuff. I really need those arrows, especially the ones that I missed. Alright, let's get our... Well, do I really need the better pickaxe out? We'll put it out here. We might just use the cheesy one. I can't remember if I get a yield bonus with the better one. I do. Alright, we're going to use the better pickaxe for materials. We want that extra ore, especially early in the game here. I'm finding it very useful to have. If I remember right, we've got titanium up here. Nice. These are ores that normally early in the game you wouldn't be able to necessarily get. You'd have to come back once you'd advanced into iron tools. But we are lucky enough to have our upgraded pickaxe here. I do have to keep an eye on that pickaxe, make sure that it doesn't run out of steam while we're in the middle of here. I don't think I brought the materials to make another one. I see the ore up here that I have to get still. I just don't want to get in an awkward spot and have a bunch of worms pop up right behind me. as much iron as we can get. Since we're playing open world, I do want to get into having weapons as soon as possible, especially firearms. We've got a lot of excess stone in our inventory at the moment. I'm going to say that we're gonna just destroy the stone rather than holding on to it to make more pallets outside. I really don't see myself hauling stone across the map at the moment. I just want as much of this iron ore as possible right now. I am encouraged that this cave reset. This is definitely the cave we were in before, so that means that resources are not finite. We're going to be able to come back and get more resources at a later time. I hear worms. I didn't see it, so I'm going to run away. Whew. I'm trying to see how full we are. Oh, we're almost full, and we agreed we were not going to do the miserable try to get back to base while overweight thing. Oh, I didn't quite get the head. Oh no. That was horrible. I should have hit him in the head the first time and not struggled to figure out how to get my knife out so early. That's alright. We got him, and we've got ourselves some more fur and leather, which is super important. And we are not quite overweight yet, which is also super important. I'm not excited about being out in the storm. I want to get ourselves back up to the cabin as fast as possible. Not have a repeat of last episode where we got mauled by a jaguar here. So I'm going to skirt my way up this way, I think. So I think the jaguar's generally over there. And the beach I can get up right there. Don't hit the crocodile, but the crocodile can swim faster than I can in the water. The weather has been just miserable on this planet since we got here. Feels like we've had more storms than not. And I don't mind the storms when we're in the caves trying to mine. That's actually an appropriate time for there to be some stormy weather because it doesn't affect us. But every time I'm trying to run around out here, I feel like there's a storm. I'm going to grab our berry, make sure we've got all 3 of these food slots working. Eventually we'll get better and more robust types of food. But it pays off to use the foods that we've got. In fact, I'm going to consume a couple of these pieces of meat just to heal up a little bit. No sense in running around with a less than full health bar, especially when I know there's some horrible creatures in this area. Ooh, there's a big deer. I would love to bring that back. We did build a skinning table here, so I'm going to try and sneak up on this deer a little bit. See if we can... Oh yeah, stealth attack to the face. That is exactly what we wanted. And now I would like to pick this up. How do I pick it up? Am I not able to pick it up? Is it because I have this in my hand? Or is it just too big for me? Weirdness. I thought for sure I could pick up corpse and carry it back to my skinning bench, but I'm not figuring that out just now. So we'll just do this. We're so close to home. I have to say I've been very disappointed with the durability of our wood house here. The creatures are able to bust in here still, which is a little bit concerning. I'm going to load this thing up with the iron for sure. And the copper. I don't know what we do with the titanium ore just yet, but we'll get this all started off. And as I said, we built ourselves a textiles bench, and my intent here is to build us some leather armor here because we keep dying horrible deaths, and I'm getting a little sick of it. So let's get ourselves some core pieces of armor. At least a chest piece and some legs. I'll see what other leather we have, but that's going to help our survivability out at least. We do have the skinning bench here. We haven't used it yet. I'm trying to look here. Apparently, I can't bring back the large deer. That's why. I can bring back a small one or a regular one, but that large deer is too big to be brought back here. Got it. Maybe that's a recipe I can unlock or a talent I can unlock at some point. Putting some stuff back into here. I'm going to take our leather, our fur, and some of the fiber and bring it over to the textiles bench. I want leather feet. I need fiber, lots of fiber. We are once again out of fiber. And our water bottle is now ready to go because we finally got some rain. So we'll put that in here. And we're going to grab some fiber real quick so that we can finish making our armor. And hopefully that's going to put us on a more equal footing with some of the creatures around here, so that when we accidentally get jumped by something, or we get jumped by something because I'm just really bad at situational awareness, we are going to be able to survive that long enough for me to kill it. Alright, the hat is the remaining piece of the magic here. Feet. Head. Did I not make the arms? Arms. There we go. Looking snazzy. We now have a fair amount of resistances, including to cold and heat, and a little bit more exposure resistance. I'm feeling a lot better, and because we got the whole set, we get a little bit of health and stamina regen, which always helps out. So let's go ahead and drop the leather and fiber into this thing. We'll also drop a stack of the furs in there. And then I'm going to just store the rest of this over in the main working bench for the time being. This turned out not to be a thing. Get the meat going in here. Oh, we've just got so much meat. We're going to eat all of that. I'm going to take all of this other meat stuff, I think, and put it right back in here. I don't think it really matters where I store it. But we've got the room in here. Might as well keep it all together so that we're paying attention to where it's at. I can make charred corn, but that's just food. Oh no, it does 75 max stamina, minus 10% stamina consumed by actions. That's pretty good. I can put spoiled meat in here to make charcoal. Nice. You know what? Maybe we'll pick a few of these corn and go ahead and make some charred corn, since that does reduce stamina. That might be useful while we're mining here. We'll get that cooking. Hopefully it lasts long enough for it to still be there when we get back. And we've got another deer down here. We really need to keep up on our leather. Oh, I missed. Ow. We shouldn't be doing that nonsense. Alright, where did that deer go? It ran fast. Guess we'll just go after this buffalo instead. Gotcha. Yeah, I can't pick this guy up either. He's too heavy. That's alright. Alright, we're getting sidetracked here, though. The goal was... Oh, there's blood on the ground there. That must be my deer came this way for tracking purposes. Oh, there's another one. He saw me. Gotcha. Third time's a charm. Unfortunately, you are also a large deer, so I can't pick you up. Alright, well that was a successful couple of kills here. I'm going to go ahead and dump this stuff right back in here. Keep my inventory clean before we head off to the mine again. And of course we've stepped too close and the crocodile's going to try and eat our base. Hey you! Broke my dagger too early there. Right click, repair. I don't have any bones. Can't really get his eyes. And we should have kept a stack of bones on us. Run away! Oh my. I was kind of expecting him to die after a whole knife's worth of damage. Got this. There we go. These crocodiles are just something else, and they seem to spawn in great numbers. Once we get a little bit better at killing them, it won't be such a big deal, but right now they're kind of a hassle. Once we get our base up and going, I'd like to build a wall kind of around this area to keep things from getting right up against the house. Hopefully it won't be such a big issue once we get stone walls going. But right now, if he'd broken out that floor, we would have lost all of that equipment here on the side. So as you can see, the stone furnace is going to town. In fact, we're actually done with making all these ingots and stuff. So I'm going to take these, and I've built this anvil bench next to it. So we can start making some things with the iron ingots. We've got a lot of iron ingots, so I went ahead and made a bunch of iron nails here because we're going to need those for construction. It's the only thing we can really make right now. I guess we could make iron tools if we wanted. An iron knife actually probably would be a nice upgrade to this bone knife, although I suspect that it's going to take iron to repair. But it's a fairly large yield to skinning, so we may end up getting ourselves a set of these iron tools next, because the next thing that we need to build is this machining bench, and this is what really gets us into the more advanced buildings. We can also build a potbelly stove and a masonry bench. The masonry bench is what's going to allow us to start building stone walls. So we're right there with the ability to start building some of these things if we can figure out how to make epoxy, which I think if I build this mortar and pestle, we can do that. So I'm going to put this down here, and I'm going to put the mortar and pestle, I think down over, well, yeah, we're going to put it over here by the fireplace, I think. And interacting with that, to make epoxy, I can either do sulfur and tree sap or crushed bone. So this is what I was using all my bones for before, I think. Tree sap is from sticks, which we've got enough of, and crushed bones we'll also have a bunch of, but I can make crushed bones using mammoth tusks as well. Interesting. So I need a ton of epoxy. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring over here our sticks and sulfur, some bones, both of which I can get more of. And I'm going to max this out and make it. And we're going to max this out and make it. And we'll come back to all this after a bit. The nice thing is that's just constant XP going in the background. You can see we're finally digging ourselves out of the giant XP deficit that we've been in for a long time. Hopefully, we'll start progressing now that we're in the positive. And I'm going to grab some of this wood and bring it over here to the anvil bench. I think that's what's going to let us start making tools with a little bit of leather. We finally got more than a stack of leather. That's nice. So we'll create a iron axe, an iron pickaxe, and an iron knife just to upgrade our day-to-day components here. That was not as expensive as I was thinking it would be, especially if iron is now a renewable resource with how how things work out. I'm going to put these other tools into the chest just so that I have them if I need them. Especially if I die, we now have a backup set of equipment that we can fall back to. And just like that, we're about done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these two things out. We're going to fill all our stuff up, and we're going to make another cave run real quick. It's actually raining here, so this should be filling up, and then we're going to fill up our water skin as well. Perfect. We're all set for adventure. I'm curious if I can sleep already. There we go. Might as well get to the morning. No sense sitting here through the rainstorm and the pending darkness. And that crocodile is not very happy with me. I'm not going to fight him. I don't really need another mountain of meat in my inventory. We're just going to lure him away from the house a little bit, and then start running back over here to this cave. Alright, I have made it back to the cave. I managed to sprain my foot slipping off of the side of a cliff, so whoop-de-doo there. That reduces our weight capacity by 25% as well as our speed, so I'm going to be taking it slow here for a little bit while we try to find these cave worms, kill them off, and start mining again. There's some more iron down here. That's exciting. At least 2 nodes. Oh, there it is. Gotcha. Do I really want to go in this water? Can I pick that up? Where's it at? Where's it at? I don't see it. Well, that doesn't make me very excited. I really want to pick that thing up, though. This iron pickaxe is working really good. Forgot to check, though. So this is a 60 mining yield, or 125% mining yield. 125% mining yield. Oh, this one's a little bit better. I should be using the upgraded one. Boom. Let's do this. There it is. Gotcha. Oh, wow, this cave goes on quite a bit. Okay, well, let's take a few of these. I've got the cave sickness modifier here from being underground too much. Unfortunate, but not being helped. Ooh, we got a deep copper deposit there. That's going to be handy when we eventually get to being able to put down the more permanent miners. That's how ore is sustainable now. We'll be able to put down a deep mining ore thing. I never got to that point in my previous playthroughs. Titanium ore. I feel like I should focus on the lower ores and not these higher end ores, but I really like the idea of having some titanium on hand when we get to that point. We're getting full, but we're not full yet. I'm going to go for one more node. I'm going to try and salvage my arrows from these 2 creatures we shot and the thing went in the water. Alright, that's as much as I want to do for that. Take all. Ooh, that did put us over the weight limit. That makes swimming somewhat troublesome. And our, go figure, our torch went out while we were underwater. Well, let's get this and see if I can figure out how to get out of the water. There we go. Alright, I am 10 kilograms overweight. Do I have any stone I can get rid of? Destroy. Not quite gonna do it, though. We are 3.1 kilograms overweight. Well, let's get out of this cave, and then we'll sort this out. These poison sacks weigh about 3, worm scales weigh 8. Wow, those are tough. I feel like I'm gonna be able to build something really cool out of those if I hang on to them, though. I don't know, we're gonna do the thing I said I wasn't gonna do. We're gonna stumble our way back up to camp here real quick while we're all weighted down and try to hang on to all of this material. without getting ourselves murderized. Oh man, we're having a flash storm while I'm walking back, all encumbered too. That's bad. Hopefully our house doesn't get put on fire. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find all the things necessary to put that out, especially from way over here. I like that I can see our chimney over the ridge. We'll have to put a second story on the house eventually here so that it stands out just a little bit more. Alright, let's double time it here, which is hard to do while encumbered. We've got lights on in the house, which means I left something on that's burning. Come on, stamina. We're almost back. Actually, let's eat this. I think that gives us a boost of stamina total. Hopefully I can get back to this house. Dump some stuff off before catastrophes happen. I just know one of these lightning strikes is going to hit our house. I think we can build a lightning rod. That would be a good addition. All right, we are back. We're in one piece thus far. And all of this beautiful iron ore is going right into the smelter. Oh, there's a crocodile out here. I really don't have time for you to be wrecking my house. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I thought I had him for sure. Well, there goes any chance of having this episode being titled, "Hey, I didn't die for once." Oh, there's more of them. Well, on that note, I think we're going to wrap up today's episode here. We had a fairly successful mining run. We got lots of materials. We've upgraded our equipment. We've upgraded our armor, which allowed us to get bit by a crocodile a couple of times. And we've got a lot of new machines in our base. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, drop a like and let me know what you'd like to see us do next in the comments below. We're going to be trying to do 3 episodes a week on this series. And, oh boo-hoo, we're at the bottom of the experience line again. That's all for today. Kedrick out.